so strongly with destiny through the depths of your essence, but it's in your head. And it's like people outside of your head try and tell you how you gotta be, and deter you from showing up authentically. You catch yourself starting to believe the shit, like blah blah blah.
Hey y'all, welcome to Naya's Notes. I am your host, AniyahJelisa. Welcome in if you are new, welcome back if you're subscribed. First of all, thank y'all so much for all the new subscribers. We almost at 800 and we just hit 500 like what, a week ago, if that. Whoa. So thanks so much for the support. Okay, let's go ahead and get to it. Today we're going to be doing how do men view you. Did I just say that? I don't know. Either way, if you guys would like to tip your girl and support the channel, then you can find my Venmo and Cash App down below. You can also book a personal reading with me down below. You can find my TikTok page where I post mini readings almost every day, also down below. Other than that, let's go ahead and jump into it. Go ahead and choose your pile or choose your picture. Hey pile one, welcome to your reading. Welcome in. Welcome to Naya's Notes. Okay, I am your host, AniyahJelisa. Today we're going to be looking into how do men view you. If you would like to tip your girl and support the channel, you can find that information down below. You can also book a reading with the link in the description box, and you can find me on TikTok, link in the description box. Let's get into it. Before I even pull any cards though, when I was shuffling, I got stubborn. Then I thought fixed signs. So that's Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio. And then I also am hearing that song by Nicki Minaj, anywhere, everywhere, baby, it's your world, ain't it? Is that high school? High school. I'm pretty sure that's high school. Also, that's also making me think about the trend that's on TikTok right now where the people are like sitting like this. You could think that's funny, or you could just know what I'm talking about. That could just be like a confirmation thing. This is your reading, you know. Don't take it too serious. But let's go ahead and get into it. Off rip, I think men view you as somebody who's stubborn and who, what was that line I just said? Baby, it's your world. Like, men see you as somebody who gets your way. Like, you're stubborn and you don't take no for an answer. And I'm feeling like this could come across in different ways. So this could even be with different personality types. So take this one how it resonates. This is a general reading. And maybe this pile is going to be popular because I'm getting different personality types. Some of you could be like, just kind of mean-ish, like kind of standoffish, stubborn, like you know, like somebody who is kind of commanding and will like tell men what to do, like, and you're not nice about it. I'm getting that type of personality, but I'm also getting somebody who might come across very bubbly and lighthearted, but they also like ask for stuff and like will, let's say that if you tell the first personality type no, they'll like be like, oh no, you're broke, fuck you, like. And it's like, whoa, like maybe you weren't expecting me to say that just now. And you was like, whoa, that's how men, they might, you know, if you have that kind of personality type, they might be like, whoa. But you could also have a type where it's like, no, why? Like, and then you just get attitude or you cry or, you know, you just don't text them back. But it's like, or you might even be like, okay. And it's like all in your body language. Like you might not be so abrasive with it, but it's still very much this energy of like, men can tell that you don't like it when you don't get your way. And because of that, the men who like you want to give you your way. I feel like, honestly, even men who don't like this about you, the only reason they don't like it is because maybe they don't have what it is that you want to give you your way. You know, like, I feel like this is an energy where men kind of love it and hate it. Excuse me, y'all. I've been drinking it. This is a poppy right here. It's sparkling. Like, so, yeah, me talking plus drinking that. Yeah, sorry, but it's just this vibe where like they kind of find it a little annoying, I'm not gonna lie, because it's just a thing where like these might be guys who are used to dealing with, well, they just date women. I feel like this particular group, men see you as a romantic option. So regardless of your gender, men are attracted to you, and you probably are also attracted to men. But it's just like there's this vibe where they have easier options, or they're used to being able to access people easier, or people are more lenient to them or more submissive to them, or just kind of listen to them or don't ask for much, like those types of vibes. But it's like you are different in that way, where it's like with you, like they know with you, like if they're going to be with you, they have to give you what you want, and they have to like meet your standards, they have to meet your requirements, they have to hear your mouth. They have to deal with your attitude, they have to pamper or spoil you, or, you know, just make sure that you get your way, because if you don't get your way, then you're going to get upset. And regardless of which way that you express that anger or that that disappointment, because it's going to be different depending on your personality type, they know that it will come, and they know that if they disappoint you too many times in a row, or, you know, it could be a specific thing that you don't like, that you will break up with them, or they won't have access to you. It don't even have to be a thing where like this person made it into the relationship and then you break up. It could just be even in dating. Sorry, that was a lot, my host. But it could be even in just dating. They like know that even if they're just casually dating you, or they're just in the beginning stages of dating you, it's kind of like off rip, like something about like the first date or like the first couple of conversations, they can tell like, oh, I'm gonna have to be on my P's and Q's with Pile 1, because Pile 1, I feel like you're kind of easily set off, or you might easily get the ick or something like that. And that's how men view you. They view you as somebody who they're kind of nervous around you, because they kind of feel like they have to like walk on eggshells around you. But I feel like that's more so the guys who are you're out of their league. Like they might not be, it's partially maturity. It's gonna really depend in terms of the different standards, because there's so many standards that somebody could have, right? So it's like there might be some guys who are, let's say one of your standards is confidence. If one of the guys knows that he's insecure, he feels when he's around you that he needs to like, you know, like at least fake confidence, right? But then there's another guy who naturally is confident. He might not be thinking about it in that way. Or if there's a guy, if you have some type of financial standard, the guy who doesn't have that much money, he might feel like, dang, like I gotta go harder for this one because she's asking for stuff all the time. Whereas somebody else who has more money, they might not see you asking for that or having that as a standard as something to be nervous about per se, but it's just something that they still recognize. So whether they get nervous about it and like offended by it or thrown off by it depends on how easily they can meet it or not. That's just the truth. So yeah, but all of them, regardless, even the ones who can give you what you want, they notice that you're not going to take no for an answer still. So there's definitely that. This reading might be long. We're already 5 minutes in. I didn't even put no cards yet, y'all. But we're here for the yapping, okay? If you wanted a short video, you needed to fucking go to YouTube. I mean, TikTok. Go to YouTube Shorts, okay? We here for the vibes. We're here to get the real tea, real information. All right, first up, we have Ace of Wands reversed. Men view you as somebody, that's what I'm saying, like, you're not easy. Because I feel like men with the Ace of Wands, they're definitely physically attracted to you. Men might lust over you a lot. Not might, baby. They lust over you a lot. I feel like you're the kind of person where men, I feel like most men's attraction starts out as lust or just them finding somebody attractive. But in your case, it is like a lustful thing. Like, it's not just like people sometimes do look at you and think like, oh, that person's pretty or handsome, like face-wise. But I feel like your body is really sticking out to this person, and something about your complexion is coming through. Something about your complexion and your body shape. Whatever complexion and body shape you are, men like that. Like the men who are in your orbit, they like that. And so it's not that they don't think you're pretty in the face, but they just know, like, even when they see your body, they like feel a lustful attraction towards you. And you might get a lot of men hitting on you in lustful ways. You might even get catcalled a lot, or, you know, even, and I hate to say it, and it's so fucking annoying, and this is a trigger warning, you know, skip a little bit if you don't, you know, if you're sensitive, but you could have even experienced assault at the hands of people feeling lustful over you. So you do get that, but I feel like, and maybe you developed a more defensive mindset over time. It don't even have to be something as serious as assault. It could just be something where people just lust after you and they just think like they're gonna come up to you like, hey, let me, you know, like you dancing in the club, somebody try to slide up behind you, or, you know, somebody sends you an inappropriate DM because they liked your picture. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Or, you know, you get catcaught walking across the street, or somebody approaches you, you know, acting like they like you, like they have feelings for you, but really they just wanted to see if they could try to sleep with you real quick before you figured out they didn't like you that much. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But once they approach you, though, they realize that you're not going for that. They definitely realize that you're not going for that. So some of you could also carry protection, okay? That could be different things. That could be objects with a point at the end. That could be objects that push something out of the barrel. That could be things that sting when they touch your skin and your eyes. You guys put the pieces together. I don't know what I can and cannot say here on YouTube. So, you guys do not play. Men know that you don't play. They view you as somebody who don't play. And I'm getting this group, I'm getting masculine and feminine energy from this group. So I feel like there's all genders probably watching this particular pile, at least. All energies, both feminine and masculine energies, because I feel like there's probably some LGBT people in here as well. So, because I definitely feel like there's some men that are watching for men, and I also feel like there's women watching for men and they, them. I feel like there's everybody here. So, you know, take it how it resonates. Anyways, though, maybe we're not gonna get that many cards in this reading, because I don't know, I'm doing heavy channeling. Y'all know typically I pull like 5 cards and just go from there, but I'm doing a lot of channeling, so it's not that confusing here, at least. So that's good. Let's see. Yeah, we have death reverse. So like I said in the beginning, I felt fixed sign energy, and Scorpio is one of those signs. Let me get more cards. Let me get the rest of the cards before I keep talking, because I don't want to hold y'all up too long. I can't make this up. I know what I be talking about. Hierophant. But it was reversed. But the Hierophant, Taurus. We also have the King of Swords and the Nine of Wands. Men also view you as somebody who's non-traditional. Yeah, on the bottom of the deck we have the Tower and the Knight of Wands. So this is actually pretty much what I said already. Like, men view you as somebody who's been through stuff. So okay, so you could have had those experiences that I just named, but men, they view you as somebody who, not only are you just kind of stubborn and like you stick to, like, once you made your mind up on something, or once you decide that you want something, you want it, or if you set a standard, you're not gonna date anybody who doesn't meet it. There's also this vibe that like men know that you've been through certain things at the hands of other men, and so they see you as somebody who's defensive, and some of them see you as somebody who needs to be protected, you know, because we have the King of Swords here. So I feel like this is somebody who, like, some men, they either see things happen themselves, like they either see other men lust after you in real time, or other men might feel comfortable to say their lustful thoughts. Like, they might not say it to you, but they'll tell this other guy who they're friends with or who they're around, because, you know, they tend to feel more comfortable with telling each other stuff like that, because they kind of know it's wrong to say it to women. Some of them who at least have a little bit of decorum. And so you know, these guys that are viewing you in this way, the ones I'm picking up on at least, might overhear or see something lustful directed towards you and then feel the need to be protective over you. And they also start to understand more why you're defensive, or why you're so picky, or why you're so stubborn, because of the things that you deal with. This could be something where this could be like, I'm getting like, let's say you come into a workplace or whatever, and, you know, the guys flirt with you or whatever, and you come across really like, no. And at first they might find you to be, you know, just stubborn or rude or mean. But let's say that they, you know, you keep working there, obviously. They end up seeing some of the other things that your coworkers say about you, and they like think it's wrong. And they're like, bro, like, yeah, so-and-so, you know, yeah, Pile 1 is attractive, but like, we're still at work. Like, keep it cute. Or like, Pile 1 clearly is not open to that energy with you or with any of us here. So like, don't make it weird. Like, don't be inappropriate. You know what I'm saying? So there's definitely some men who see you and want to protect you. Some of them want to protect you. I'm getting with the King of Swords, that's just in a more like platonic way. Like, they just genuinely, you guys might have male friends too. Like, you might have guys around you who, yeah, they think you're attractive, and maybe if you offered them the opportunity, they would take it, but they don't necessarily look at you in that way, or they're not limiting you in that way. Like, they're not reducing you down to just like being attractive. They see you as a person, and they don't think that you should have to deal with, you know, what comes from being attractive, like the lust that you get from men, and they want to protect you just in a platonic way. But I also get with the Tower that sometimes men also want to protect you so that they can be the one that you choose, or they can be the one to save you, or the one to meet your standards. Some men, and this could honestly be the same energy showing up in the same guy. It take it how it resonates. This is men, so this is more than one man that I'm channeling here. So you may have male friends who is, like I just said, like, they're not really interested in you in that way, but they still see you as a human being, and they want to protect you, and they don't want you to have to experience certain things. But then you also have guys that maybe they start out lustful, you know, with the Ace of Wands. Maybe they start out as somebody who just sees you and they also feel those initial lustful feelings, but this person has more sense. And they know that, okay, just because I think that person is attractive doesn't mean I'm going to go up to them and be lustful. They might still do it the right way, where they do want you. They do want that body, okay? They do want to see what it feel like, what it tastes like, what it smell like, all that. They want to, yeah, you know, but they're at least willing to do it in a better way. They're willing to do it the right way. They're the ones that are gonna protect you from the other guys, but also want to date you, and you know, they might still try to move kind of quickly. Okay, so you might experience that too, where like guys, it's not that they love bomb you. Like, I'm not getting the vibe that they're trying to love bomb you, but it's more so a thing of like, they are very clear in the fact that they like you without making it lustful. Like, you might have guys, like, when they like you, you might have the ones that just like be rude about it and be straight up and lustful, but then you have the ones who, they do the sweet things for you, but they also try to like touch you quick. Yeah, like, and it's not that the love bombing is the reason why I say it's not love bombing is because I feel like men do end up developing genuine feelings for you. Because with the Tower here, I feel like they kind of get knocked off by the feeling aspect. I feel like when they first see you, it's just like lust, but then when they try to approach you and maybe you shut them down, or they get to know your personality, they realize you're defensive, they realize you're smart, you're wise, you've been through stuff, then it kind of develops them into seeing you more of a person, which I know is really stupid and annoying that this is how a lot of guys think, but I'm just the messenger. We just channel in the men's energy, and this is just what it is. You know, but it's like the more they get to know you, then they get kind of caught off guard by these actual feelings for you, and then they still want you in that way, but they want to step up now and like, again, do it the right way, be the one that is the knight in shining armor. Okay, men might also want to solve your problems for you, and even though you're stubborn and they find it to be like mean or rude sometimes, they do want to be the one that's able to satisfy your needs. They want to be the one to meet your standards. They want to be the one that you choose. They want to be the one that, because at this point you're so stubborn that it's like being with you is like a bragging thing. Like, yeah, you might be physically attractive, but it's like you're also stiff, or you're also exclusive or untouchable in some kind of way. And so it's more than just, it develops into something that's more than just lust. Like, you actually do become very valuable to them in their eyes, and like, you're definitely somebody that men view as worth bragging on. Okay, yeah. After that, we have the 10 of Pentacles reversed, the 7 of Cups reversed, and 3 of Cups reversed. I feel like a lot of men might leave you alone, or they just kind of, yeah, with the High Priestess in reverse, it's like they don't really speak on this too much. You have some guys that definitely approach you, but you might also find that it doesn't really last long, and maybe you have a lot of like dating stages, but then it doesn't ever get into a real relationship, or it could be that guys, like, they're nice to you and they're kind of protective, but they don't actually try to date you for real. It's because a lot of them, like I said, you have high standards, and so it's like a lot of them already know that they can't meet those standards. They just know. So a lot of them will either just not approach you at all, but they'll still kind of, you know, protect you and, you know, still have their feelings for you on the low when they're around, but they just don't bother even trying to date you because they already know that they can't meet your standards, or they know that you wouldn't take them serious. It would just end up in them being rejected and you probably being annoyed that they even tried. So they just kind of accept being in the friend zone, or they just accept, like, you know, admiring you from a distance, so that at least like you never really get close enough to them to view them negatively. Like, they can at least say hey to you and, you know, have like a small talk about the weather type shit. But then there's also guys who maybe they are confident in the beginning that they can date you, and then as they get to know you more, they're like, nah, I'm not good enough, and so they might drop out before they actually get to that point. But that is what I have for you, Pile 1. You're definitely a very interesting energy. Clearly our reading is going to be longer tonight, but that's cool because a lot of my readings have been shorter lately, so it was nice to spend time with you guys. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. If you're from Pile 1, comment stubborn, because that was the first thing I said. So yeah, if you're from Pile 1, then comment stubborn. Men view you as stubborn. Okay, that's what I have for you. Go ahead and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel so you can join the team. If you would like to tip your girl or donate to the channel, you can find that information down below. You can also follow me on socials down below and book a reading down below. Other than that, I love you guys and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey Pile 2, welcome into your reading. Welcome to Naya's Notes. I am your host, AniyahJelisa. Thanks for being here with me today. Welcome in if you're new, welcome back if you're subscribed. Today we're going to be doing how do men view you. And yeah, if you like to book a personal, link is in the bio. You can follow me on socials, link in the bio. And if you would like to tip your girl and donate to the channel, then you can also find that information down below in the bio. So let's get into it. Before I even pull any cards, I heard stage presence, Leo, you're a star, and then that led to, I thought I told you I'm a star. You see the lights flashing down. Wait, you see the lights? You see the cars flashing lights everywhere we are. And that's Jeremiah. I'm a star. So I'm also getting mamushi. I get money. I'm a star. So men view you as a star. They view you as somebody who stands out. I'm also hearing cherry main character. I want to see the baddest bitches who gonna stand out. So yeah, men see you as somebody who stands out. They see you as somebody who has stage presence. You might like to you might be somebody who likes to randomly burst out into song. You could have been a theater kid, or you could just be very playful. Like, you could be like the life of the party type person. Like, if you go to karaoke with your friends, you're going to get up on the mic. Like, you're not the person that's going to be like, no, guys, no. You might say that a little bit in the beginning, but you're going to get on the mic. And your friends know that you're going to get on the mic. I'm getting that these are men who you hang out with. Like, these could be men who see you in, like, different settings. So, like, work settings, you like hang out with them at work. These could be your coworkers, but it's like if these are coworkers, it's like you're cool with them, or like you allow them to see your personality. Or these could also be like a social group outside of that. They could be like school peers, like people that you went to school with, or just like people who live in your neighborhood that you hang out with, or that you know from somewhere, but y'all are still friends even though you guys are no longer in that environment. And I just feel like these are people who see your personality, so they're around you in some capacity. It don't have to be like every day, but these are people that's definitely like in your life, okay? Or, now take this how it resonates. This is a general reading, right? It could be like that. Like, these are definitely people, definitely some energies here in real life, but I did just say men. You know, we didn't tie it down to one man. So I'm also getting on, if you post these things online, like if you post the video of you doing the karaoke, and it's like you did the karaoke in real life at the bar, but then you also posted the video, there's also men who are in your orbit online who might be seeing you share your personality online if you don't necessarily know them in real life, or if you don't keep up with them, or if they're not presently in your life day to day. Okay, so there's that. But I'm also getting you might dance in public. I feel like they see you as somebody who's not afraid to be yourself, and yourself is somebody who is creative or artistic, kind of flamboyant, somebody who could be bubbly sometimes, somebody who just naturally garners a lot of attention because you're happy and you're like confidently expressing yourself in whatever way that may be. Like, you can be somebody who likes to take a lot of pictures, and like you could be like a fashion person and you do like outfit of the days. You could be somebody, or like I said, you could just be that person who like is gonna get up on the mic at karaoke and like you're gonna actually sing in the bar. You could be the person who you're out shopping with somebody in the mall and you just randomly burst out into dance, or like you randomly just make a random noise and then everybody looks at you and it's like you think it's funny. Like, other people might have been embarrassed to do something like that, but you thought it was funny. Like, that type of personality. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull some tarot. Let's see, Spirit, how do men view Pile 2? Whoa, okay, Pile 2. Yeah, they love that shit. They love your personality. They love how extroverted you are. And even when I say extroverted, I'm not saying that you just talk to everybody. Like, you might still only show your extroverted side around people that you're comfortable with, or like posting it online, because it's like when you post online, you're still kind of by yourself in that moment. So it could be something like that, but they like how you're not afraid to be yourself. They like how, you know, your personality shines. They like that you're somebody who has value in that way to offer to the world. They like that you're somebody who brightens the room, or you liven up the party, or you make everybody around you laugh. Like, you're that type of vibe. That's how men see you. Men see you as somebody who's, like I said, like a star, somebody who just warms with the space. I'm also hearing ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Like, they might view you as like the sun in their life. Like, I feel like these are men who, even if this is not your romantic partner, even if these are just male friends, they really do feel like their life wouldn't be the same without you in it. I feel like men definitely would, like, they see you as a dream partner. They see you as somebody they would like marry, literally. But it's also getting that even if they know that you two would never do that, like y'all are maybe just friends, they still feel like they want to be friends with you for the rest of y'all lives. Like, they don't ever want to stop being friends, like, you know. And I feel like this is also, men also feel like your relationship is worth fighting for, whether it's romantic or it's just a friendship. They feel like if they said, even if you're just friends, if they say something that pissed you off, they will apologize because they want you to be in their life. If you are in a romantic relationship, or if these men, even if this could be if you actually are in a romantic relationship, this could be your partner, but even if you're not in a relationship and these are men who just see you in that way that they could see you as for relationship potential, they feel like if they were to get into a relationship with you, they wouldn't mess it up. They wouldn't cheat. They wouldn't lie. They wouldn't hurt you. Like, they wouldn't do anything intentionally to ruin it. Like, I feel like men see you as the prize for sure. Like, that's the vibe here, but not the prize in like a materialistic, like, and this is no shade, but I'm just saying, like, it's not in like a materialistic sheer seven type of way. It's in a way where it's like they see your worth as a soul. Like, yeah, they're physically attracted to you, yeah, they think you're beautiful, but it's deeper than that. It's like literally like your heart. Like, that's all I was getting Leo energy in the beginning, because Leo rules the heart. So like, these people, the men see you as somebody who wears your heart on your sleeve, and you're just very like open and valuable, and they see you as very valuable. They might also see you as somebody who's delicate, like they might treat you like you're delicate. You might not even see yourself as that, but you might find that men like to spoil you, or like to be very soft with you, like open all your doors. Or, you know, if you're walking with some guys and you'd be like, oh, my feet hurt, somebody's probably gonna offer to let you get on their back or to carry you, literally, like, because I don't know, you just make them want to do that for you. Like I said, stars, like, they kind of see you as somebody who deserves to be put on a pedestal or deserves to be spoiled and have the best treatment. So it's kind of like, you know how superstars have like an entourage or something, like, or how princesses have, you know, handmaids. It's like they kind of want to serve you in that way. This is actually giving me, I've been referencing a lot of Love Island stuff because it's been so popular, but this is kind of giving Nicolandria energy. Like, you know, she has her person, they were literally calling her the heart of the villa or the soul of the villa or something like that. And like, Nick likes like doing nice things for her that he wasn't doing for the other girl. No shade, like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, yeah, she's beautiful, duh, but it's also her energy, it's also her heart, her soul that he likes about her. And he feels the need to like treat her very softly, more softly than we saw any of the other guys treat her, right? So it's like that. And also what he was not doing for other women or other feminines. You know, you don't have to be gender. I'm not talking about your gender. I'm just saying gender. I'm just saying, okay? That's the vibes. Let's see. Yeah, they see you as special. They see you as somebody who's worth things that maybe they don't do for everybody else. I can't make this up, y'all. We have Temperance and the Queen of Cups. I'm also hearing, it's a lot of music. You make men feel a lot of things, because the next song I'm hearing is You Rock My World by Michael Jackson. You rock my world, you know you did. And everything you do. I don't know the words. Like, yeah, like, you just, and I'm so happy and giddy in this reading, and I wasn't necessarily like this in Power One. Like, like, I literally, you got men blushing for real. Like, the way that I'm not even, and if y'all are subscribed to my channel, you know, like, I'm a very much talking, detailed type of reader. The fact that I'm literally just kind of speechless right now, and I'm just like, Pow 2, like, this is not normal. Y'all know this is not normal. This is genuinely, like, sometimes they don't even have nothing to say. It's just like, Pow 2, like, Pow 2. I think I want to marry you. You might literally have men serenading you at some point in time, or you might be a single, or some, like, men want to sing to you. There's so much music coming through in this pile. I also don't tend to channel that many songs. I usually channel like maybe 1 or 2 songs in a reading, but I don't channel what, at least 4 or 5 songs this far. Like, come on. And then these cards, the Lovers, the Queen of Cups, and Temperance. Are you kidding me? They just see you as so loving and so sweet and just damn near perfect. Like, even if you went the fuck off, even you're the type of person, like, if men around you pissed you off and you cussed them out, they would like it. They would literally feel bad, but they would also like it. They wouldn't even be upset with you for, you know, obviously you shouldn't be out here cussing people out, but they wouldn't even care. They would let you, because they would know that they probably deserved it and they did something wrong, because it's not even in your character. So if you cuss them out, they would take it and they would really feel bad. And it's also making me think about, like, I did see that one clip from the last season of Island. I don't watch that show. I just seen so many clips where Kenny brought the girl back, and then Janae was like, choose her, and then Kenny started crying because he was like, damn, what the fuck did I do? And like, how many men realistically do that, like, after they cheat or, you know, step out or something? Please, you know what I'm saying? And now they're still together to this day. So it's just like that kind of vibe. Like, yeah, like, I feel like men really admire you and they really see you as like their person. They see you as the one. So it's like, they don't want to fuck up. They don't want to fumble. They want to treat you right. They want to spoil you. They want to just like, because you also inspire them. I feel like you're also very kind, and you're very balanced. You're very mature. Like, I feel like you're the type, you don't bring men any, you know how men will say like they want women to, you don't have to be a woman like I said, but it's just, it is giving a very feminine vibe here, clearly. Like most of these cards have women, and even the one where, you know, there is a man, he's on, you don't even see his face because he's admiring her, right? So it definitely is giving a heavy feminine energy here, regardless of what you identify as. But it's like, damn, did I lose what I was gonna say? Fuck, I was saying like they just really admire you. Oh yeah. Like I was saying how a lot of times men will say that they want a woman to be their peace. I feel like you are that. Like you are just you're so peaceful that it's like men wouldn't even feel right doing you wrong. Like you're the kind of person like where even the worst of the worst players might not, they might just leave you alone because they're like, nah, that's a good person. Like I know the way I move, I wouldn't do that to them. Like I'm gonna just leave them alone. Like you have that type of energy because it's like you're just so pure, and not in like an innocent like childish way, but it's just in a way where I feel like you just genuinely don't have malice in your heart. You might not be the type of person who's hateful towards men. Like, you know, there's a lot of, you know, decenter men and, you know, oh, fuck guys and fuck marriage and fuck kids and fuck love. And, you know, there's a lot of that going around, but you might be somebody who doesn't really believe that. You be somebody who makes up your own experience, and, you know how to discern between who's good for you and who's not. You might not paint that whole image onto all of the guys. And so it's like, when you're around them, you know how to you can treat people accordingly. So it's like if you think that somebody's a good guy or they haven't given you any reason to be rude, you still show up as very kind, which I feel like is, at least in men's eyes, is starting to become rare. Like these might be guys who experience women who are just, and I keep wanting to say women, so you guys might be women, you might be feminine, you know, you might resonate with feminine energy, but even if you're not a woman per se. But yeah, there's just like this vibe of them feeling like you're so different, because I feel like from these guys' experience, it's like a lot of feminines are hardened or bitter, or like they just don't, they already have a preconceived notion, and they're treating them based on like the thought that they're already a bad guy, and then proving it. It's like most feminines that these men encounter treat them as if they're guilty until proven innocent, whereas you're the kind of person where you still treat men as if they're innocent until proven guilty. So it's like when they first meet you, you're open and you're inviting and you're kind until you give them a reason not to be. And they appreciate that. But it's not like you're just like, and not in a way where you're just like open or easy or just giving men access to you. But it's like even the small things of like you saying good morning to them or something. Like these men could also find themselves feeling overlooked or like lonely. Like maybe these are guys are for some reason like they just feel overlooked or lonely. And even you doing something as simple as like saying good morning to them or asking them how their day went, like actually caring to ask them how their day was or something, makes you rare, which then makes them value your energy more. It could also be something where this is really specific, you know, take it if it resonates, this is general, but I'm also getting that there could be some guys in this energy who have groupies, or like they have a bunch of feminines around them who are more like vain and kind of shallow or superficial women who, I keep wanting to say women, you know, y'all already know. If you're not a woman, just, you know, don't worry about it, okay? Just channeling, okay? But it's like this groupie energy where they could just be more shallow and like only look at these guys for their money, or like the things that they talk about. It's like that kind of thing. It's like the things that they talk about is different. This is also another Love Island reference. Do you guys watch Love Island? Jesus Christ, okay? But it's like, I know people were saying how when Huda dated Jeremiah, she was pretty much just flirting with him the whole time and never really got to know him, versus when he started talking to Adriana, I think something about like they were getting to know each other and actually asking each other questions, and then come to find out he likes anime or something. But we didn't even see that or learn that about him until he started dating a whole new person, because the first woman that he was dating didn't care to ask him about himself or get to know him in that way. She just was always trying to be like sexual. It's like that type of vibe where like these men, maybe it's not that women are being mean to them, it might be that they're being so nice and so sexual and so lustful and so lenient that you come along and you have this very like graceful energy where it's like you're open and you're kind, but you're still reserved, or you still are carrying yourself a certain way. And so they like that. They're intrigued by the fact that, you know, you're different, and maybe you're not shallow, or you're not. And I don't think that a woman being sexual makes her less than, but let's just be real, a lot of men view that as something that would take away from a woman's value. And I'm channeling the men folk, okay? I didn't say I condone their thoughts. I'm just telling you the thoughts, okay? But yeah, it can be like that, where it's just like, you know, all these women are maybe throwing cat at them, or, you know, trying to be groupies or whatever, or just trying to satisfy their needs so they can get something out of him. Whereas you might be the kind of person where y'all have conversations that are completely platonic, and they're just getting to know you as a person, and they like the fact that, you know, they like the fact that you're just not so easy, or it's not even about you being easy. They like the fact that you're not easily impressed by material things, or that the things that you value are not material. Your energy and your spirit and the things that you value are more character-based, intellectual, emotional. Men feel like they want to form an emotional connection with you. Like most men, I feel like, are cool operating in their lust, but I feel like men want to rise above for you, especially with Temperance here and the Sagittarius energy. Gemini and Sagittarius are actually sister signs, and these are both signs that, you know, have a lot to do with the mind and expansion and exploration. It's like, and then with the middle of these two, y'all, the Queen of Cups. So it's like they want to explore their emotions with you. They want to explore their heart with you. They want to explore a relationship with you. Like, this is the type where even guys who might be players, they want to get into a relationship with you, and they don't want to rush you. They don't want to move fast. With the Eight of Wands reversed, they want to approach you the right way and like respectfully. It's also giving Nick energy in the sense that he slept with, what's the name? You know, she was throwing that at him and he took it. But ultimately, the one that he really had his heart was the one who wasn't even doing all that. The one who just was just connecting on an emotional level, just having conversation, just spending time together. And even if they did do something, you know, it was just a kiss. How to? You got these men smitten, I'm telling you. The Three of Swords, they don't want to hurt you. They don't want to cause you no pain, okay? Period. They don't want to cause you no pain. They want to show up. On the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles. They want to show up. They want to be stable for you. They want to provide for you. They want to take care of you. You just inspire that in them. You do. Yeah. You inspire that in them. You inspire them to get their shit together. Okay? So, wow. Men view you as inspiring, warm, caring, nurturing. A star. One of a kind. My dream. Okay? My lady. My old lady. Yeah. That's the vibes. My wife. A lot of men see you as marriage material and they want to propose to you. If you already married, then obviously, girl, boy, this is your husband. But even if you're not, like, this is somebody who wishes they could be. Okay, so that's what I have for you, pal. Too. If you're still here, comment inspiring, because men view you as somebody who's inspiring to them. Okay, you inspire them to explore their heart, to do better, all that. So that's what I have for you, pal. Too. If you would like to tip your girl and help the channel, then you can find that information down below. If you would like to book a reading, you can comment. You can find that down below. If it resonated, give it a thumbs up. If you would like to join the team, subscribe. And if you want to follow me on TikTok and catch my mini readings, you can find that down below as well. Other than that, I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, pal 3. Welcome into your reading. Welcome to Naya's Notes. I am your host, AniyahJelisa. Welcome in if you're new here. Welcome back if you're subscribed. Okay, if you're not subscribed, join the team so you can catch this vibe. Okay. Today we're gonna be doing how do men view you, or I'm gonna jump straight in. All the information is down below in the description box. If you want to tip your girl, if you want to book a reading, if you want to find my social media so you can catch my mini readings that are not on YouTube, all that information is down below. Other than that, let's jump straight into it. Okay. Spirit, how do men view pile 3? First up, we have the 9 of Cups. We have the 5 of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords, we have Justice. So Libra energy. You could have Libra in your like big 3 or big 6, or it could be like some of the guys that are around you. They do. You don't have to though. Whoa. And then we also have the Devil and the 2 of Swords reversed. This is also Capricorn energy. If any of you guys have prominent Capricorn placements, on the bottom of the deck we have the 3 of Swords. Men view you as somebody who doesn't need them. You don't need them. You don't want them. If you might think you want them, you don't be wanting them. You just lust. You might be it's low-key giving pimp vibes. Not like pimp, but like when Megan Thee Stallion says she be pimping, it's kind of like that type of pimping. Like, men view you as like, you know what this is making me think of? If you guys have seen that movie Boomerang, it's literally like that scene with Robin Givens' character. Like, she comes late to Eddie Murphy's house. He's all mad. She like kind of ignores his feelings, and then she just shows that she is only wearing lingerie under her trench coat. They do the do. He gets, dazed by her, and he forgives her. They do the do. They go to sleep. He wakes up in the middle of the night. She's gone, and she left some money on the table. And he's just like feeling emasculated, basically. Because like he's used to being the one to do that to women, like to just discard their feelings, just sleep with them, and then leave, But this was his first experience with a woman doing that to him, and he didn't like it. But she was really his karma, because he was doing that to everybody else. He was doing that to all the women who actually wanted to be nice to him and love him, So it's like that kind of vibe. I feel like men view you as their karma. And Devil is ruled by Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn, which is planet of karma. Same thing with Libra here too, with the justice and like the karma. These are both signs that heavily, Saturn rules Capricorn, and Saturn is exalted in Libra. So it's like, yes, like men feel like you're their karma. Like, they feel like you play them. This is also super niche. If you guys are on TikTok, this also is making me think of Cherish, which is a popular TikTok influencer. If you know, you know. And she basically says how she dogs the same type of guys that dog other women. And it's just like that. Like, men view you like that. Like, they view you as somebody who's quick to call them broke, quick to argue with them. You don't stroke their ego, okay? If they're confused, you're going to make a decision for them. You might be the type, like, sometimes men might be used to triangulating women. And I keep saying women in this reading, but it's not about gender. Like, you don't have to be a woman for this to resonate for you, but I am getting that most of you probably are. I know most of my audience is women, so if I just say women, don't make it fit if it is not you. That doesn't mean that it doesn't resonate just because I'm saying women. But it's like, men might try to, these guys in particular that I'm channeling in this particular one, they might try the method of triangulating people, where it's like they'll pitch you against somebody else, or they'll date you but then also be dating somebody else at the same time, and then kind of let you catch them slip a little bit, so that they'll see if you'll fight for them, or that'll make you want to try harder to like satisfy them. But in reality, you're just like, choose her. Choose them. Like, don't choose me. If you gotta choose between me and somebody else, choose them. It's like that type of vibe. And you don't fight for the connection, you don't fight for the relationship, because you don't need it. They see you as somebody who's very independent, who can do bad all by yourself. So it's like, if they're bringing you pain, then you're going to leave. But the thing about it is, I feel like this ends up, they might bring you a little bit of pain, but then you quickly transmute it or flip it back onto them, where it's like they end up really getting the worst of it. It's making me think about, if you guys watch 7 Deadly Sins, it's definitely giving Meliodas with that full counter. It's like, if they throw an attack at you and try to hurt your feelings in some way, whatever you do, whether it be you just simply ignoring them, and like that could shatter their ego. It could be you breaking up with them, and they thought you was gonna play this game with them. You just break up with them and never talk to them again. They're like, if I had known you was gonna do that, if I had known that they were gonna do that, I would have never played in that way. It could also be something where some of y'all are ruthless. Some of y'all could be like, I'm gonna F your best friend. I'm gonna F your dad. Like, some of y'all, take it how it resonates. This is a general reading. So some of y'all are more just type to just walk away, and literally just them losing you is enough to like bring the karma. And they lose that spark that you brought with you when you're gone. But for some of you, you will actually take it into your own hands, and you will actually deal karma out yourself. Some of you is giving, I bust the windows out your gun. Okay, like, don't play with Power 3. Men feel like, men view Power 3, don't play with Power 3. Don't even play with Power 3, because Power 3 don't play. Power 3 is not going to play with you. So I suggest that you don't play with Power 3. That's like how men view you. They view you as somebody who's very much on your throne, and it's like, you can use your power for good, or you can use it for evil. It's making me think about a TikTok I saw today about how somebody said that they sweetened their man's money. Like, they did a spell to sweeten their man's finances, but they, put a stipulation that, as long as he's good to them. So it's like that type of vibe. It's like, as long as men treat you right, they might have a very fulfilling relationship with you. You know, you could have a lot of strong, intimate physical energy. You could be very powerful in your energy in that way. And so, you know, they have a good time with you in that way. And you're very mature. I feel like you are kind and generous and loving here with the Nine of Cups. Like, you have a lot of love to give. And so if they are on their P's and Q's and they treat you right and they act right, then they can experience that side of you. But if they mess around, oh, you will bring out this dark side. You're not all love and light. Men view you as somebody who's not all love and light. They view you as somebody who's gonna match energy. And that's a Libra thing too. Like, Libras are known for like matching energy, like, or reciprocating and reflecting back whatever energy that you give them. So it's like you're that. It's like, if you're nice to me, I'm gonna be nice to you. If you're loyal to me, I'm gonna be loyal to you. If you cheat on me, ain't no telling what I'm gonna do. You know, and if you try me, or, you know, ain't no telling what I'm gonna do. Okay, for sure. You definitely deal karma. You deal karma. I'm even getting that you deal physical. Like, I am not promoting DV and I'm not condoning it, but the image I'm seeing is like big. Sorry, ran out of storage. But yeah, I was getting that scene from one of those movies with Medea where the guy with the husband was like, you know, beating his wife, and she taught him how to put high grits on the stove and handle that. You know, it's like men view you as somebody who would handle that. Okay, like, they just know, like, you're not going down easily. Like, you're not going down without a fight. You're not going to just let them get away with whatever. Like, they will reap some type of repercussion for it. And it, like I said, this is a general, so this can come across in some way. Some of y'all get physical. I'm also saying that some of you guys could sue. Like, you could sue, or you could try to run a man for his money. Like, you could be the type of, like, if your husband stepped out, or if he did something, you want everything in the divorce. You don't want an amicable divorce. You're finna make him starve. Okay, you coming for everything. Like, they know that you're like that. Like, men feel like you're ruthless. They definitely feel like you're ruthless. They feel like they met their match when it comes to you. And they just feel like when you leave their life, or when, like, it's like the karma. It's like when they do something to you, it's like the karma, like, their life shifts immediately. And it, like, goes downhill. Like, they might have money problems. They might be getting into arguments with the people around them, or not be able to think clearly, not be able to make decisions. They might feel stagnant in life or stuck in where they were going. They might lose people around them. Like, they might lose support from people, especially if this is, if, like, men wrong you publicly, and, like, you guys have a shared network or mutual friends or something like that. This could even be kids that you guys share. Like, the other people that know you and this person, if they do you wrong, the other people are going to choose your side. So this person, like, men feel like they could lose support by hurting you or mistreating you. Okay, I'm going to pull some oracle cards. I didn't do this for the other piles, so you guys are special. You guys are special. Okay. Spirit, how do men view pile 3? Ooh, Lord. All right. First out, we have beauty, pamper yourself, hair, nails, clothes, shoes. This is how I'm getting with the 9 of Cups. It's like you don't really, you're somebody, I feel like you also, men view you as being self-absorbed. They view you as being self-absorbed or bougie, classy, like somebody who takes good care of themselves. And that's part of, like, why they feel like you don't need them. And it's easy for you to discard them and, like, move on, because you're just so into yourself, I feel like. We have that's not your man. Okay, so men know, like, you will very much create a clear separation here. Like, also with the Justice energy, that Libra energy, I'm also getting that and just the air sign general energy in general, because we do have the 3 of Swords, the 2 of Swords, and the 5 of Swords here too. It's like you, and I didn't show y'all yet, but we also have Gemini, which is another air sign. You all are very clear communicators, so it's like you will set boundaries quick. Like, you could be the type where, you know how sometimes men try to do too much, to call you baby and bae and baby girl, and, you know, give you pet names too quick. You're like, don't call me that. I'm not your girl. I'm not your baby. Or it just could be a thing where guys, you know, they don't necessarily make the relationship exclusive. Like, y'all might be dating, but they don't actually ask you to be their person. They don't ask you if you want to make it exclusive or closed off, you know, as they would say on Love Island. And so, you know, they might, let's say, see you out with somebody else, or they might see somebody else text your phone and try to, like, you know, pick an argument with you about it with the 5 of Swords. And you're like, I am not your person. We are not in a relationship. Like, you will remind them of what the reality is very quick. You know what I'm saying? This could even be something where a guy tries to you know, suggest that you change something about yourself, such as your style or how you dress or wearing, the way you do your hair, the way you do your makeup. Like, they might try to comment on things like that, and you're quick to be like, are you paying for it? Oh, that's what I thought. Like, you have men view you as having a smart mouth. You have a smart mouth. You're gonna say what's on your mind. You definitely emasculate them, and you crush their ego. Like, I'm talking about the guys who are just used to having all the girls fawn over them. They be scared of you, honey, because they like, I mean, yeah, I got them in the bag, but I don't have Pow 3 in the bag. Pow 3 actually might hurt my feelings. Like, and then I have a crush on you. So, crazy enough, despite all of this, they still like you. On the bottom of the deck, we have Leo. Okay? We got my whole big three out here, y'all. I'm a Libra rising, a Leo rising. I'm a Libra sun, a Leo rising, and a Capricorn moon. In fact, we have my whole big three out here. It's crazy. We also have LGBTQ+. We also have the truth hurts. So, yeah, like, you're not playing with nobody. Okay? Speaking of LGBTQ+, I feel like and I don't agree with outing people, okay? I'm not saying that I condone that. Just like how I don't condone DV. But I just feel like something here about somebody trying to play in your face. I feel like you would out somebody. If you are part of the LGBT community, I feel like you would out somebody if they drove you to that point. I don't feel like you just out here doing that to people. But I feel like if they drive you to that point, or if they just really try to play in your face or something, if you needed to out somebody in order to clear your name, you would. Like, yeah. Like, for sure. Okay. But on the bottom of the deck, now we have start the YouTube, write the book, and drop the song. I also feel like this same truth that you have, you use it to uplift men as well. So that's why it's like they're still attracted to you, though. Like, despite all of this, despite how men are scared of you, they're actually terrified. Like, men definitely be scared of you, but they still see your worth. They still see your value. They know that you're this way only when provoked. That's the thing. Like I said, with the Libra and the devil energy, it's like you use this power for good or you can use it for bad. They just know, like, okay, I better stay on Power 3's good side, seriously, or I'm gonna leave them alone. And sometimes you might get different. Of course, there's so many men that you're gonna meet in your life, right? So it's like some of them can just feel this aura off of you in the first place, and so they never slip up. Or they might hear stories about things that you've said to other people, or they might witness you cuss somebody out, or, you know, do somebody in, or expose somebody, or put them in their place, or whatever it can be. And they learn from watching you do that to somebody else, and they just never do it themselves. But also some people, even if they hear about what you did or what you said to somebody else, they might still feel like they're above the program, and they might test you anyway, and then they end up, you know, facing the same fate. So there's like this vibe where they do want to get close to you still. They just want to remain on your good side, you know. After that, we have blocked. You are quick to block somebody. Again, you're quick to set boundaries. You're quick to get rid of people. Like, you're not the type to give chances, and you're not very emotional. We don't have, yeah. The only cup energy that we have here is the 9 of Cups. You're emotionally happy with yourself. The most independent of the cup signs. Like, you're here for yourself. You give your emotions and your love to yourself. You're not just out here just pouring that out onto everybody if they don't deserve it. Like, you're very selective about who gets that from you. You already at the 9 of Cups by yourself, so you're very selective. Like, you're not going to just accept that last cup from just anybody. It needs to be the right cup to complete the set of cups. You know what I mean? It's like the Cinderella glass slipper type of thing. Like, if you have a set of 9 cups, he better bring the right cup, and it better match the rest of the cups if he want to come sit his cup right there. Like, I don't know. After that, we have I want to spend money on you. I feel like men also try to spend money on you to get you to, like, soften up. Or they might think that if they spend more money on you, you'll be more lenient. But that's not true, because you have your own money. So you don't need their money. It's like, I like your money and I'll spend your money. But don't think that just because you bought me something or that you gave me some money that you can play in my face and I'm not going to say anything. Like, you're not the type to, like, some men are used to buying people things and that being enough for them to just tolerate whatever, but you're not that type. You're not that type. You're like, yeah, I'll take the money, but I still said what I said. Or, you know, let's say somebody could give you some money today, say the wrong thing later on today, and be blocked by tonight. And you don't care that they just sent you some money. They needed to watch their mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're very strict. Like, Pile 3 runs a very strict, tight ship. Okay? Men view you as running a tight ship. They like, if I go over there with Pile 3, I gotta sit in line. I gotta sit up straight. Men, this is so funny, especially because a lot of men make up the military. Not saying that women don't either. You could be in the military, so I don't know, but I am getting the energy of like a military where it's like there's very strict rules. There's things I don't want to do. I have to go through a whole basic training to even learn how to exist over here in PAL 3 space and what they like and what they don't like and what they tolerate and what they don't. I got to learn all these rules and standards and all this stuff. But once I get through with that, the benefits go crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like most people don't want to join the military because of the barrier to entry, because of how strict and rigid it is. But the military does offer a lot of benefits, you know? Especially like the longer that you stick around. That's the thing with you too, is like the longer somebody acts right around you, like the more they receive. The more somebody meets your standards and, you know, again, gets on your good side, the more they receive. So it's like there is that energy of wanting to try with you, but even with basic training, not everybody actually makes it through that. There's a lot of people who never actually make it into the military because of that. Then even still, once you get past that, that's just the first step. There's still like a journey. It's a journey to get into the military. It's a journey to work your way up through that. So it's like not everybody's gonna make it to those higher ranking positions or even to become a normal person in the military. It's still, you know what I'm saying? You're rigorous. You are challenging. Okay, men see you as a challenge. They see you as like a journey that they have to take, that they have to invest in if they want to be in your energy. But again, it's worth it though. But can everybody do it? No. Okay. Yeah. So that's what I have for you, Pile 3. If you made it to the end of Pile 3, comment strict. Okay, because men view you as strict. They know that you are not the one, okay? If you want to tip your girl and help out the channel, if you want to book a personal reading, if you want to find my socials, you can find all that information down below in the description box. Thank you guys for 750 subscribers. Oh my god, yay. Other than that, I love you guys. Oh, if you like the video, like it. If you liked it, if you like it, you know, and subscribe and join the team so you can always continue to catch this vibe. Other than that, I love you guys and I'll see you next time. Bye.